Hey, good evening, everybody. Mark in the home weather office on this Sunday evening. It's the 19th day of March, 2023. It has been another rainy, cool day at the home office, and I'm guessing you've had rain where you have been as well, except maybe in the High Sierra, where, of course, we did have some snow today as well. A couple of things I want to brief you on this evening. One, how much rain we saw today. When we're going to see more rain. We're going to focus on Tuesday. What's going to happen with that? What's going to happen with the snow level? Where are you going to get snow? Where are you not going to get snow? And that has certainly changed from what we were thinking late last week. I also want to talk a little bit about water, and I also want to talk a little bit about temperatures and just about how cool it has been so far this month and what's going to happen as we go forward. As a matter of fact, let me just get right to that because this is a stat I came up with today just looking back. Last year in the month of March, now, of course, we had a pretty dry January, February, and March, and we were begging to get rain, but we had a very warm month. 22 days of the month were over 70, 8 days were over 80, and this is for downtown Sacramento. This year, we've had one day that hit 70. So, yes, it's not your imagination. It has been cool, and this is coming off the month of February, which was the coolest February we've had since 1989. I'm going to have to do some digging to see just how cold this month of March is compared to previous, but it's very, very cool for the month of March. And that's going to be reflected when you get your heating bill for the month of March because you've likely been using your heater a lot more, certainly, than what we were last year. A couple other things I want to show you tonight before we get into some of the forecast graphics is what we saw during the day today was a nice video posted by the DWR. This is from Lake Oroville. Just beautiful video here that they shot. And I'm guessing they used a drone here. Yeah, they used a drone here. Just beautiful images that you can't get unless you use a drone. The thing here is that they increased the releases late last week, now up to 35,000 CFS. It was 25,000. It just looks so powerful coming down. But that's a fraction, of course, of what they can do. And this is just an indication of how much water is yet to come into Oroville. And for those of you worried about Oroville, it will be full this summer, as most of our reservoirs will be. But one of the things we are going to keep an eye on as we go through the next couple of days, of course, is some of our area waterways. So this is the Feather River. So for those of you downstream, this is the Feather River at Yuba City. And here's where it stands right now, 52.1 feet. It's expected to go up another couple of feet. But as you'll see up here, the flood stage is 79 feet. So while the Yuba River, I should say the Feather River, as well as the Yuba River, are running relatively high, they're well within their banks. And the same goes for places like the American River, the Sacramento River. There was water being released out of the reservoirs because they have to make room for all of that snow melt. But there's plenty of room in our area rivers as well as the bypass to handle all of that. So water's coming out of the reservoirs, but everything is pretty well handled. Do want to show you one area that we do have to keep an eye on, and you may have heard a little bit about this in the news, or maybe you will be hearing about this in the news. What I'm showing you is daily data from the Success Reservoir. For those of you not familiar with the Success Reservoir, we don't talk about it very often. This is on the Tule River, so this is in the southern part of the valley. And what you see here, this line right here is the releases, and this is the inflows. And while the releases are exceeding the inflows, they certainly weren't a few days ago when 23,000 was coming in and 2,200 was coming out. The thing is that this river can't handle that much in the way of outflows, and there has been some flooding along the Tule River. And the Success Dam is currently at 101% of capacity, so it's going to continue to spill. And the other thing is that it's the southern part of the Sierra that's going to see the best rain this week. So this is something we're going to hear more about over the next couple of days. All right, let's talk about how much rain we saw today. This is from the Cal-Nev River Forecast Center. This is a great resource to find not only river levels, but also precipitation totals. So what I'm looking at here are 24-hour totals. The numbers you see in green in Sacramento County, these are about a third to a half an inch. The colors you see in blue, these are exceeding a half an inch. So for instance, in Auburn, I'm not sure how well you'll be able to read these numbers, 0.67 today. In Placerville, 0.53, the Grass Valley area up around 0.73, and you get farther up on the west slope, you had some areas exceeding an inch, especially it looks like maybe Bucks Lake here. Other areas above Oroville, we're seeing an inch and a half, spots like this, about an inch and a half. So some pretty good rain, but for the valley, a manageable amount of rain with a half an inch of rain coming through. And I think we may see an additional half an inch of rain from the next area of rain. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the forecast models. So this is on Monday morning, and this is the North American model, the 18Z run of the North American model. There will likely still be some light activity in the Sierra. We'll likely have chain controls Monday morning, but that wave we'd been expecting on Monday just disappears. So while there may be some snow first thing in the morning, what we will see is clearing in the afternoon, and most of Monday will end up being dry. All right, how about the one on Tuesday? I'm going to skip ahead to Tuesday morning. This is Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock. A deep low off the coast, steep pressure gradient here off the central coast. So for areas from Santa Barbara to Monterey and maybe up to Santa Cruz, it is going to be windy and wet. But you look at our area, we're just going to be on the northern fringe of it. And look at where the snow is, Highway 88 to the south. Now that will swing up our way. This is early afternoon. We get rain in our area. We get snow in the Sierra. There will be snow down to about 4,000 feet, but we'll be talking inches of snow, not feet. And I don't think we'll see snow down to 3,000. And look where that low is on Tuesday afternoon. Steep pressure gradient here. It'll be windy along the immediate coast. And then that low slides inland. This is Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. We may have some lingering showers on Wednesday, but that'll be about it. And as I mentioned, I think we'll see about a half an inch of rain from that. The Sierra will see more than a foot of snow, or maybe about a foot of snow on the 80-50 corridor, but the best of the snow will be from Highway 88 to the south. All right, let's pick it up with the GFS. This is also the 18Z run. This is on Wednesday morning. And I think there'll be some lingering showers on Wednesday. Thursday, this model tends to overpaint. So, yeah, there may be some light showers on Thursday, some light snow above 5,000 feet, but we're talking inches of snow. And into Friday, same sort of thing. These weak little waves go by, but the temperatures just stay cool. I don't know how well you can see that there's a blue dotted line here for the 540 thickness line, and kind of a boundary for colder air, if you will, or at least a reference point. And that 540 line stays to our south, meaning our temperatures are going to stay pretty cool. And then this is getting into the end of next weekend. So let me back up a little bit so we can look at next weekend. So the early take on next weekend is pretty good. There may be some snow on Saturday, but again, very, very light. Be talking inches. And the next best chance of rain would be Tuesday and following into Wednesday, the 30th day of March. So that's everything I've got for you tonight. That we will see rain on Tuesday. It'll be much worse down on the central coast. So if you're going to Monterey, Pebble Beach, something like that, there you are going to find a much stormier day on Tuesday. But for our area, we'll see rain on Tuesday, tapering to showers on Wednesday, manageable amounts of rain. I don't expect any hydro concerns in our area for the Cosumnes River or anything like that. There will be travel issues in the Sierra. We'll likely see this much snow, maybe this much snow at 4,000 feet, but below that, I don't think we'll see any snow. So for those of you at 3,000, while the temperatures will stay chilly, I don't expect you're going to see any snow this time around. That's all I've got for you this evening. The next update will be for you on first thing on Monday morning. We'll update the models and give a closer look at that system that's coming in on Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. I'll talk with you later.